The sun sets over the horizon before Keira emerges from her quarters. Raelin. Oh god. Why does she look like that? The anxiety in her voice is obvious. She makes no attempt to hide it. Her usual scowl is nowhere to be seen. The chosen of the Empress, as the other novices are calling you now. Chosen of the Empress seems like an excessive title. Oh, look at that impish look. This isn't a time for not being serious. I got a hint of Kingdom Hearts then. Do you know what you've gotten yourself into, Raelin? The Mayas are not to be taken lightly. So I've been told over and over again while training here. So why did you agree to this? You aren't ready for the Mayas. I have been there myself and witnessed the dark things which crawl in the Mayas' filth. Why are you doing this, Raelin? These aren't commands. She's pleading with me, begging me to reconsider. She made it clear you could refuse. I haven't seen her become so emotional before. Why are you afraid? You're afraid, Keira. Why is that? Because one of my novices is about to go into dangerous lands. Before! There's nothing out there but rotten death. Why? I still don't understand, Raelin. What is out in that place you want to see? Jesus. Why must you go out there? Star. It might have landed in my homelands. Your homelands? Oh. Though she relents, her agitation is still plainly visible. She knows full well what returning to my home means to me. But wouldn't you rather see your homelands when you're ready? If you go now, you would probably be dead before you even reach it. Be honest with me, instructor. When do you think I will ever get another opportunity to leave the walls? It doesn't take a lot of wisdom to guess that she doesn't want to answer. I'll be honest with you then. You'll probably never get another chance. With the way things are right now, they're never going to take any risks. Exactly. Because they're political swines. So an expedition like this is completely out of the question. So, I guess you'll be going then. Oh, she's so worried. She seems to be really worried about me. As harsh as she is in training, she really does care. Don't worry, Keira. I'll train extra hard to put you at ease. I won't die. No one will. Don't make a promise you can't keep. She seems to stop worrying for a moment. I believe in you, Raelin, just as I believe in my Empress. We will retrieve that star and we'll come back alive. If you wanna get out alive, oh, run for your life. I swear that we will. Don't make a promise you can't keep. We're the only three going now. And you're going to need to prepare yourself. So starting tomorrow, we're all going to train together. Yay! Is there anything you want to do before leaving the capital? And I mean anything at all. Nothing that I can think of. Why, Keira? Just in case we don't return to the capital, you should settle any unfinished business you have. Why do I get the feeling that this is going to end? Not now. Maybe in a little while. A little bit. That this is going to end when we leave. Or, you know, deal with the unfinished business. I don't think I have to remind you to not let it impact your training. I will talk to you later. She wanders off, returning to her quarters. Unsettled business, she says. I don't have any family left in the capital, nor do I have any business outside of the barracks. For now, the best idea would be for me to get some rest. I never thought that it would end up like this. Like what? I'm going on a journey to retrieve a star. Come at me, Crow. How am I supposed to know what it looks like? Are we even going to be able to find our way through the Mayas? There aren't exactly any maps or anything available of them. Keira reassured me that Adina promised we would have a means of finding our way to the star. What exactly those mean? What exactly those means hasn't been explained yet. I know that Gwyn is excited because of everything we might find in the mires. I smell death. She says she's going to bring plenty of ink and paper, so she might record everything we see. Keira suggested to me that I should train whenever I have nothing else to do. So that's what I've been doing this morning. I'm finished for now, thankfully. I've been working myself to exhaustion. My thoughts were interrupted when I accidentally bumped into someone. Oh, Keira. Novice, watch where... Oh, it's you, Raelin. Daydreaming again, were you? No, actually, we were walking off, and we didn't actually notice you. She's still going to be angry about that, even now. Apologise to her. Sorry, Keira. I've just had a lot to think about as of late. That's understandable. I've been thinking a lot too. Anyway, I'm going to make sure you're both at top condition when we enter that accursed place. Well, it wasn't unexpected. We'll have to train extra hard so that we're ready. So, Raelin, there has been something I wanted to do for a very long time. Right. I mean, my mind's in the gutter right now and has been for a while now. So when you say that, would you like to accompany me? Or now you're just pushing it. What are we doing exactly? Okay. Okay. Now that is pushing it. That is pushing it way off the deep end. Think of it as a surprise. I don't really like the sound of this. I do. Keira's really in a mood as good as this. Oh god. What if she's going to make me push the boulder? I don't thought that. That would be a way for her to start my training. Oh god. Come on. We're going to the markets. The what? Wait, the markets? Oh, ruin my fun. What kind of training is she going to make me do in there? Stop looking so afraid. It's not going to be a secret training exercise or anything like that. It's going to be something fun. Fun? Now I'm really worried. Keira's version of fun is very different from everyone else's idea of fun. Is this going to be another act of revenge for barging in on her when she wasn't dressed? Now, the second time we're justified. First time, I admit freely that it was my fault. The second one, I waited like a gentleman. It was her fault for daydreaming, hypocrite. I blame the holy light of Jesus for, blinding us. That anticipation is killing me. So, are you coming or not? You're being very quiet, Raelin. But of course! Of course, of course! Then we're going now. The tone of that last sentence suggests that it was a command. Looks like I'm going then. I just know that something dark is coming my way. Now when you say that! It's been some time since I last visited the markets. Well, last time we visited, we were far seeing. Not much has changed. It's always the same stalls, shops and goods every time. The marketplaces have all kinds of goods and luxuries despite the capital still being so isolated. It's largely the same goods, constantly passing from one pair of hands to another. The capital isn't lacking in food though. The walls seal off large waifs of farmland from the sickly mires. Not to mention the lands just outside the walls do enjoy some protection. It was a precaution taken in much older times, one which saved us when so many other cities fell. But the walls cover a huge distance. The amount of soldiers need to guard it is staggering. If the walls were to fall, we would lose everything. Why am I thinking about this right now though? Keira made it clear that this was a day for us to enjoy ourselves, so why think worrying thoughts? I'll probably never get a good opportunity like this again. Keira has been leading me through this labyrinth of food stalls and various goods. To where, I don't know. Every time we pass a dark side street or alleyway, I squirm a fair bit. Is she going to lead me into a place like that? If she does, what will she do to me? Now when you ask that! We're almost there. Raelin, don't fall behind. Oh god, that's smart. It's almost like a command, but it doesn't have its usual harsh edge to it. Whatever we're going to do, it's something which makes Keira happy just by fingering it at her. Now when you say that... I should be happy that she's happy. Take on your fear. I need to save. I mean, that does seem like a right choice, but what is it? Yeah. If it's making her happy, then it can only be a good thing. So I shouldn't judge. So what would take on your fear do? I can only guess what it might be, though. We eventually stop in front of the... Oh, Lord Jesus! I wasn't really expecting this. If it were Gwyn taking me out, then it would make sense. Keira doesn't seem like the sort of person who would be into these kind of luxuries, though. So, Keira, why are we here? This is a place of luxury, Raelin. Did I not tell you that we were going to indulge before we leave? Now, when you ask that, when we're at a place like this, with what a place like this entails, when you ask that, as to why we're here, it's because... Hallelujah! Hallelujah! It is because this is where the chocolate baths are. Oh! I've gone full religious. One of the single greatest luxuries in the entire capital. Now let's just take a moment to appreciate this. Hand on heart, men and women. Hand on fucking heart, I swore. I'm sorry. The Empress was more than willing to allow me a free pass into here. Ugh. Beautiful. Why does this fill me with concern? Concern, my dear. No. This is the one luxury I want to experience before I die. Don't foreshadow. I don't know if this is something you would enjoy, Raelin. It's ironic because I said that chocolate thing and a Narumi flashback. Oh, it does sound luxurious. Happy memories. But do I have a pass too? All three of them. Ooh. The bathhouse is well aware of our request. The Empress was kind enough to inform them. Shall we go in then? Yes. Chocolate bathing is one of the rarest luxuries in the capital. Do I really want to bathe in chocolate though? Yes. What? A chocolate bath doesn't sound bad! Having decided, I give a nod to Keira. I shall join you, my instructor. I hope you enjoy it as much as I am going to. Oh, God. I've wanted to do this ever since I was a little girl. Whether I will enjoy it or not remains to be seen. Well, you don't speak for both of us. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. I see no chocolate. All I see is water. I expected chocolate. Give me my chocolate bath so that I may lick Keira all over and Gwydion. I said Gwydion! Gwyn! Damn it! Now that will get some questioning answers. Damn you, buddy. Damn you. Stepping into the bathing area, I see an empty bath before us. Fucking hell. Why was Gwydion on my mind right then? Oh, that fucking mage. The bathing area is also open air. Yeah, meaning there's no roof. Wait, what? Okay. It seems that part of the experience is an unobscured view of the sky too. There's one thing I haven't worked out though. If we're bathing in chocolate, then where is the chocolate? Oh, so it isn't actually there. Keira seems to notice the puzzled look on my face. Each bath is filled with fresh batches of chocolate. Now I thought that A was an I. So we won't be bathing in chocolate that's already used. I'm so excited, you know, to just say I had a chocolate bath before. Oh, don't ruin the moment, girl. Come on. It'll be a precious memory for me. There we are. As she speaks, I notice that the bath is slowly filling up with a dark substance. A great pipe feeding into the bath is pouring forth pure chocolate. Oh, look at that face! When Keira turns to see it, she lets out a squeal of delight. This is really happening. I'm going to do it. I never thought I'd see her like this. Oh, I'm so happy. She's like some of the really new novices around the barracks. I mean, that aside, just to see Keira happy, it brings a smile to my face. There's no hard look on her face, just a stare of pure wonder. It's good that she gets to relax, almost like a child who's been given a new toy. Slowly, the flood of melted chocolate comes to a halt. Now the bath seems to be beckoning us to come closer. Come to us, my child. Keira readily answers the call. With no hesitation, she immediately removes all of her armor and lowers herself in. Oh! Right, if you right, okay. Oh. Narumi, I was speechless with. No. Narumi, yeah, I was speechless. Keira, I'm frozen. Jesus Christ. I knew this journey would be adventurous, but not quite like this. Oh. As the chocolate seems to suck her in, she looks over at me expectantly. I mean, I knew she was beautiful before, but this is just alluring. Aren't you going to get into? Come on, Raelin. It feels incredible. I bet it does. Oh, God, I wish I was there. Hesitant, I look down at the pool before me. Keira's chocolate body. Although I agree to this, I'm beginning to have second thoughts. No, get in. All I can think about now is how hard it's going to be to wash this off my skin. You have tongues? And if it gets in my hair, it's never going to come out. Well, you've come this far. Why do you hesitate now? I'm just basking in the glory. Do you not want to enjoy one of the capital's rarest luxuries? With that look she's given me, there's no way I could refuse now. Let me sample it first. Now when you say that, after I said that, you know, after removing my clothing, I take a nearby glass container and scoop up some of the chocolate. I allow it to slowly trickle down my chest. I must admit, it does feel rather nice. Something about this chocolate seems to make you relax. I'm not really sure what it is, but any resistance I had to the idea of bathing in chocolate seems to melt away. I allow myself to sink into the sweet, scented sea. It only comes up to my ankles, but it's more than enough for me to bathe in. Keira has taken advantage of how wide the bath is too. She allows herself to wallow in it until it's covering every inch of her skin. I mean, there's no doubt about it, I have to censor this. I mean, if she was face down, it'd be fine. But, no, well, actually, I wouldn't rather her face down. But, yeah, you know. I do apologise. The only part she hasn't covered in chocolate is her head. She lets out a content sigh. I don't think I've ever seen her this relaxed before. It's always about intense training and being on edge. She's a completely different person when she's bathing in this chocolate. As she leans against the surprisingly clean pillow sticking out of the chocolate pool, she mumbles to herself. It's everything I thought it would be. Luxurious as can be. I can lie here for an eternity beneath the stars. What of you, Raelin? Are you enjoying it too? She takes a moment to look at her fingers and licks some of the chocolate off. Oh god, I'm not gonna lie, this is good with its imagery. This is the finest chocolate in the capital. All hours to do what? we pleased with... Ah, right, yeah. It seems like a waste not to eat it, but merely bathe in it. So please, Raelin, do your best to help me. Oh, good gracious. We can't let this go to waste after all. Oh, good gracious. But won't eating all of this ruin our training? We shouldn't be eating such sweet food and so much of it. One feast can't hurt, can it? Oh, good gracious. I'm your instructor after all. If I say it's okay, then surely it must be, right? Once again, I have my back to the wall on this. Keira doesn't seem to care that much, however. Oh, good gracious. She's still licking it from her fingers. To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen her this happy before. It's like she's finally found her own personal Eden, which happens to be coated in the finest chocolate available. As she looks from the bath, her eyes are set on the blue sky above her. Such a clear view of the sky, feeling the sunlight while doing this. It's amazing. I love the smell of chocolate every time I pass this place as a little girl. Just a mere sniff of what lay inside. If I met my younger self, she'd never believe me if I told her we'd finally ended here. I could lie here forever. She practically does just that. Time seems to stand still in this place. Oh! I take a vase from the side of the pool and scoop the chocolate rolling beneath me. Without a second, though, I begin pouring its contents onto myself. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Great streams of chocolate streak their way down my chest, my back and my thighs. I do not stop there, however. Scoop after scoop, I pour more chocolate onto myself. I do not stop until I am thoroughly coated in it. Despite the thick layer of chocolate, I can still clearly see my body sticking through it. The sweet scent of it all is incredible. I take the time to lick it off my fingers. The taste is every bit as amazing as the smell. Soon I find myself licking the chocolate off, unable to help it. The taste is just too good for me to stop licking. I suck on every single one of my fingers, refusing to stop until every splotch of chocolate is gone. Keira was absolutely right about this being luxurious. I do not think I've ever experienced anything like this before. Done with the vase, I begin to immerse myself in the vast vistas of chocolate beneath me. I no longer care about anything else. As I sink into the chocolate, I let any other thoughts fade away. Oh God, this is ruining my mind. Well, in a good way, but still, I can hardly focus. I run my hands through the chocolate coating me, letting my fingers slide across my skin, along my skin. How have I passed on experience this? Keira is spaced out too. As I idly look towards her, I see her pouring a great handful of chocolate over herself. I know what you mean. We must do this again, Raelin. Now that I've experienced it, I don't think I could live without it. True that. Keira stands up then, spinning on the spot. Great spiral of chocolate swirls and the pools around her. We're both so carefree at the moment. I look down at myself and wipe large swathes of chocolate from my skin. Pooling it in my hands, I begin to taste it. When I'm done with that, I can't help but look back at Keira. Slowly, I walk towards her. Raelin, is something the matter? She visibly flinches a little bit as I reach for her. I take one of her chocolate-coated hands and hold it closely to me. Are we? Oh God. Feck. What are you doing? I can't help but start licking the chocolate off of it. Give me a picture. Keira pulls her hand from my grip. Lick your whole hand. She protectively clutches it while retreating to one of the bath's corners. Sorry. I don't know what came over me. Ah! After about an hour, we finally get out of the bath. That was legitimately one of the best things I have ever experienced in my life. I just wonder if Keira enjoyed it. So, what did you think, Keira? Fantastic. Thanks for joining me, Raelin. We'll have to do it again when we get back. I would love to. After returning to the sleeping quarters of the barracks, I collapse onto my bunk. A face appears above me shortly after, not content to let me lie down. So where did you go, Raelin? Keira dragged me to the baths. They were interesting. Interesting in a good way or a bad way. I'll leave that to your imagination. So, remember how I asked you to do some farseeing for me before? Have you done that? Very well. For me before. You've done that? Oh, I'd completely forgotten about that. Shamefully, I shake my head at her. I'm so sorry, Gwen. You worry too much. You can do it right now, can't you? Well, there's no reason why I can't. I need a vague idea of what I'm looking for first. Certainly, she seems to be deliberating with herself. I wonder why that could be. It's in the noble quarters of the capital. There was an old library that I worked at. I'm just wondering if it's doing well since I left. Okay, leave it there. Okay, I won't ask about the details. I clear my mind to try and take a picture of her library in my head. Usually a vision forms fairly quickly, but I'm not having any luck this time. No matter how much I try to focus, I find nothing with her directions. The problem with my gift is that when it looks for something specific, it can't find that thing if it no longer exists. I've never been able to find the ruins of my old home because of this. They've changed way too drastically since I was last there. So what I've been trying to do is blind see into the mires, but even that is not working. Opening my eyes, I see a hopeful Gwyn staring at me. What did you see? Is it doing well since I left? I see nothing, Gwyn. It no longer exists, thus I cannot see it. I see. Are you sure that it no longer exists? I can't see something specific if it doesn't exist, Gwyn. I'm sorry. Well, let's forget about it then. Let's not bring this up again. Oh God, she's visibly upset. What exactly does the library mean to her? Are you okay? Are you okay, Gwyn? I'm fine, Raelin. Really, I'm fine. No, you're not. She doesn't sound fine though. It's almost like she's about to break into tears. She quickly disappears before I can say anything. We're going to do some farseeing on her, aren't we? What exactly did the library mean to her? Is it something to do with her life before she became a soldier? Maybe it would be a good idea to leave it alone.